Is Black Ops 7's campaign gonna be absolute buns? Honestly, it's kind of what I'm feeling, man. This is gonna be a 4-player co-op, open world kind of play, do things however you want to do things, and I don't really like that because Modern Warfare 3 just left a bad, terrible, garbage taste in my mouth. If you don't remember, and I mean, I wouldn't blame you, you probably wiped that campaign fresh out of your mind. Yeah, they essentially almost every mission just dropped you into a big Warzone map. It wasn't co-op, but it was open world, very open world. That's why I always say it was literally just Warzone in campaign fashion, which I do not like whatsoever. Now, I will give Treyarch some credit just because it seems like with Black Ops 7, it's gonna be open world, it's gonna be co-op, which I'm not really worried about the co-op part that much. The open world part though, it seems like it's not gonna be like it's hard to say, right? I don't think it's gonna be what Modern Warfare 3 did, but it's gonna be very similar. Typically, what I look for and what I expect in Call of Duty campaigns is just that very linear, action-packed campaign, right? You know what you're gonna get in essentially, really like 5 to 7 hours. But in Modern Warfare 3's case, you got 3 hours, which again, just unacceptable, man. And I don't blame the developers because I know that game was not really supposed to come out in 2023 right after Modern Warfare 2, but I blame the people up top, of course. But it seems like now that's the way they're trying to go. This whole like open world kind of pick how you play type of playstyle in campaign. They experimented a little bit with it in Modern Warfare 2. They didn't really push it too much, like they almost did, but they didn't completely. If they kept it that way, I wouldn't mind at all. But the fact that now it seems like these campaigns are really trying to push that whole agenda of like playing however you want, just dropping you into a big map essentially, and essentially just doing whatever you want, play however you want, get to your objective however you want. I don't really like that. So like in Black Ops 7's campaign, the story I'm not worried about whatsoever. I know the story is going to be good. Typically, well, I'm not going to say well, usually Call of Duty campaigns, like their stories are fine, right? Modern Warfare 3's campaign, again, their choices were very questionable, but it wasn't absolute garbage like the gameplay though. The story in Black Ops 7, I'm sure is going to be very good, very compelling. Seems like Raul Menendez is returning somehow, some way. It does seem like they chose the ending from Black Ops 2 where David kills Mason. They said that in their Black Ops 7 direct video on their channel, so he is returning in some way. I doubt he's alive, but apparently he's using some sort of like scarecrow fear toxin to mess with David and his team, and he might even try to unleash this whole thing on the world. And that's essentially the premise of the story, is that Menendez is going to launch an attack in 3 days time. In the story, David and his team are tasked with trying to figure out this whole thing and stop it before it happens. Then we also have the guild, which is led by, I believe her name is Emma Keegan. I don't think they're a military a private military organization, but there's something similar to that. They essentially just step in and try to again, stop this before happening. But it seems like David and his team are going to be at odds with the guild just because they're going to be handling the situation differently. They don't exactly agree with what the other is doing. So of course they're going to be some of our enemies, and I don't think Menendez has any enemies or people working for him anymore because he's dead, right? But I'm assuming with his fear toxin, the enemies are going to be created from that. So yeah, I'm really just yapping in this video, I know, but I need to like voice my thoughts on this just because I feel like they're really trying to push this whole open world thing. Maybe it just has to do with the fact that these games are not supposed to release right after their previous game. Like Modern Warfare 3, we can look at that, the best example, right? Their campaign for Modern Warfare 3 was just Warzone, probably because their, last game was right before Modern Warfare 2 2022. It was essentially a DLC. It was not supposed to come out that year, so I don't blame the developers for doing that. And then again, right, with with Black Ops 7 here, they're doing the same thing, probably because Black Ops 7 is coming out right after Black Ops 6, which should not be the case at all. So maybe this is the reason why I really hope this isn't some agenda they're trying to push, because it sounds crazy to some people, but mainly the reason I buy Call of Duty nowadays is because of the campaign. I play multiplayer still, but really I played for like the first 2 or 3 months. Then I delete it because, Call of Duty takes up like 5 million gigabytes on your PlayStation. Yeah, mainly the reason I buy Call of Duty nowadays is for the campaign. And if their campaigns are just doo-doo after doo-doo after doo-doo now, why would I buy Call of Duty anymore, But I guess we'll see, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you guys excited for Black Ops? I was about to say 6. Are you excited for Black Ops 7? Are you excited for the campaign? Are you wary like me about the campaign? Let me know. It seems like everybody is on the Battlefield 6 hype train, and rightfully so. The game's looking really good. played the beta a lot. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, like the video if you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.